Hi, this is Malvina Fredson Cole with Think Beyond the Keys. I'm excited. I just finished a series about listing your home. I hope you found that useful. If you want to go back and look at other videos, please subscribe to the YouTube. I put the link down there. I will be bringing more videos during the week sometimes, and so you don't want to miss an episode. But before I start this week, I just want to hit the pause button and explain to you why Think Beyond the Keys concept. Most of us grew up, and obviously we know about saving in the bank, getting your 401k at work. And yeah, some of us were fortunate that we knew the importance of buying a home and obviously, and passing it down to your kids and all that kind of stuff. However, there are very few of us who have that mentality of knowing when to start, when to begin saving. What does it take? What does it mean? What are some of the things that are required? And I have to tell you that I am passionate about Think Beyond the Keys just because that I believe that real estate is just handing over the keys and buying and selling. Is so much more. In some homes, it's even the largest investment that they have in their portfolio. And so that I'm passionate about and bringing knowledge and making sure that each person is informed and can make their own informed decision about their wealth and their family, and also to understand what it takes to keep it and maintain it. And that's why I've been bringing to you industry expert on probate, fire insurance, home inspections, all that kind of stuff, in addition to the buying process. And so that's why I am extremely excited about it. And I have gone beyond being a realtor to also being qualified and certified as a loan officer, so I can bring you more content. I can speak more about it and bring more value to you. So that's my passion behind Think Beyond the Keys. It is important. They said knowledge is power. And I know people said, well, what you do with the knowledge, that's what's powerful. But if you don't have the knowledge, a lot of people didn't grow up. Some people, by the time they're 5 years old, they already know what an asset class is. They already know what, they already have stocks. They have mutual funds. They already know what venture capital is and this and that and all these jargons. They already know that maybe by the age of 5, but a lot of people even don't know it. And they go through even right through high school and don't even understand it. So this is going to be important for a lot of people. And I hope if you have kids, like just finished high school, going to college, and you are not in that small percentage that I've already explained and your kids already have all those, you may want them to be watching these videos. Let them subscribe, okay? Now I'm going to start off, kick off the next series with starting from the ground up. And that is, first of all, beginning, when should we start thinking about buying a home? When, how early is too early? And I believe it is when you're going to college. And around that time, every person finishing high school should start understanding the value of home ownership, understanding the value of that, whether in their young minds, it doesn't make sense, because I know that some young people say, hey, I want to be free, I want to travel and stuff like that. I don't want to buy a home and be stuck. But hey, again, that's a perception switch. You don't have to live there. You can buy a home, buy a small condo or whatever, and rent it, and you can rent and travel the world, and you still have that working for you. So those are the little things that we should start shifting our mentality that I'll be talking about. So next week, we're going to start about what are the main pillars that lenders look into to qualify. And I believe that the first, you have to start thinking about it young, and two, you have to guard your credit. Yes, you have to guard your credit. We're going to talk more about that next week, but you have to guard your credit because yes, you'll have more a favorable rate if you have a great credit score. But I just want to interject real quick. If you're out there and you have like a credit score like of 620, 500, 580, something like that, there may be something out there for you. Don't rule it out. That's why I said you don't know what you don't know. You have to start planning. And I was so impressed by a very young couple who came to me and said, look, we're not ready to buy a home yet, maybe in the next year or two, but we just want to know what the process is, how we should start positioning ourselves. Wow, that was amazing. You don't wait until 6 months you're ready to buy, or some people even wait and start looking for homes before finding out, oh, this wasn't their credit. Oh, I need to do this. Oh, I need to do that. So it's never too early, never too early. But it can be a little bit late, but I don't like to say it's never too late because it's never too late. So I am excited. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can have more information. I'll be speaking over the next few weeks about jargons that you can hear. What is APR? What's the difference? What is this? What's lock rate? And all that kind of mortgage and real estate jargons will be on the YouTube channel. So you want to subscribe so you don't miss it. So thank you for watching. And also let me know if there's anything that you want to know about. This is for you. This is for bringing knowledge to you. Let me know what you need to know, okay? And I will do my best to bring that knowledge over to you. I am not professing I know every single thing. So if I don't know, I'll find someone that knows and bring it to you. So have an amazing week, and I'll see you next week in Think Beyond the Keys.